Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Captain Crush. What I do is I try my best every single day to make you a better daily fantasy sports player on PrizePicks, Chalkboard, Sleeper, DraftKings, anywhere you can play fantasy sports. Captain Crush will be there, dragging the rope, pulling you in, trying to make you think critically, logically, and analytically, and turn you into a profitable daily fantasy sports player. Absolutely, that's the goal. That's the dream. It's my mission, if you will. You know how people have missions? That's mine. So, if you're new to my channel, go ahead, smash that like button. Even if you're not new, smash the like button. It spreads it out. My channel's growing because you guys are hitting the like and commenting. On top of that, give your boy a subscribe. Those subscribe numbers, I'm on the road to 10K, baby. 5 digits. I'm at 8K, thanks to each and every one of you guys, and I know I'm gonna get to 10K and blow past that. My goal is to get to 10K by the end of the year. Can we do it? I need you faithful to help me by hitting that subscribe button. Half of you watch and you don't subscribe. Let's go, boys. Come on, we're printing money here. Let's do this. Now, if you're here for the analytics and the content, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. If you're here for Captain Crush's one-offs, puns, and innuendos, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised and entertained. I try to mesh the two worlds, combine them together, and give to you a content product that's something, whether you win, lose, or draw, at the end of the day, maybe you get a smile, maybe you learn something, and if not, well, guess what? You're already gonna be chalk, because how can you not be entertained by Captain Crush talking about NBA? I don't know what's wrong with you, brother. My brother in Christ, as Clam would say. So I have 2 must-plays today. Again, yesterday's 2 must-plays. Bang! Cash it! They smashed! It wasn't even close. Levine, Fantasy, and Struss. And then we went over to the NFL, and I basically swept all but one play behind the paywall. Allen sold all his props, but he had a bad game. But guess what? Kincaid, bang! Cash. Russell Wilson, bang, cash. 4 cores, 4 sweeps, bang, cash it all. Even some of the darts hit. Great day yesterday. It was a great day the day before. So with that, today, bet light. Listen, I know this. I've been doing this a long time. The downswing, inevitably it's going to come. So always use bankroll management, always play smart, and always bet light the day after you crush. Best practices, buddy, like your corporate job that you work for. I'm giving you best practices. Without further ado, let's break this down. Play number 1. We got the Miami Heat. We got an Eastern showdown. We got Miami versus North Carolina, the Charlotte Hornets. To be honest, I've never been to a Charlotte Hornet game. For all I know, they could be in South Carolina. They have South Carolina colors. I just assume it's both Carolinas. And I'm too lazy to go Google. I ain't going to no Charlotte Hornet game anyways, unless they came to my home game. But I digress. I'm getting off topic here. We got Bam. He's in an elite spot. Let's be honest. Centers have been crushing the Charlotte Hornets since I can remember. And I ain't got great memory, but I know it's been at least 3 years, okay? They got Mark Williams, they got Thor, they got Nick Richards coming off the bench, their 4s, their 5s. Charlotte Hornets got some elite big men, but guess what? They're young, they ain't gonna be stopping Bam. I don't think they're gonna be stopping anyone. But my one fear, the fly in the ointment, the caution sign in every tale that's told. Beware of the blowout. Absolutely, Miami Heat's pretty much healthy. They should dominate. They should go out there and absolutely wipe the floor and broom sweep them. Boat race them, curb stomp them even. I don't know, whatever you want to say, whatever innuendo or pun you want to say, they're gonna do it to him. I would assume they would, but I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I need Bam. I need his 44.5 fantasy score like I need air. I have him projected for 49 in my projection models, and the model's been top shelf, buddy, let me tell you. So hopefully that game stays close, but I'm gonna bash on over here to my handy dandy notepad. Look, Bam Adebayo, more 44 fantasy, 1.86 fantasy points per minute with an astonishing and amazing 28% usage rate for a big man. It's unheard of. The higher the usage rate for the bigger the man, the better it is. Pause? Nope, I'm not pausing. I'm telling you the truth. The higher the usage rate for the bigger the man, the more important it is. What's a usage rate, Cap? Well, like I tell you all the time, it's the quantifiable metric of how many times that player has the ball in his hands. So play on, player. Teddy Long, boys. Now, let's cruise on over to play number 2. Michael Porter Jr. Oh my goodness. First things first, I got him projected for 39 fantasy points. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. You could take Aaron Gordon. You could take Nikola Jokic. I like all three of them. If you want to get really crazy and go against the grain, put all three of them in the same slip with no clipper run back. It might work. It's crazy enough to work. It worked a couple days ago. I don't recommend it. It's not profitable long term. But if one of you crazy SOBs is crazy enough to do it, I won't begrudge you a bit because it actually makes a lot of sense. They're all lower than they should be, except for Joker's. He's always going to be at 60 plus. He's always in play though. And what's better, my model has all three of them soaring over. So I just went ahead and took the discount with Michael Porter Jr., but he also has the highest differential. I got him going for 39 fantasy points. Again, we're going to need this game to stay close. Isn't it insane how I'm saying we need a game to stay close when Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook are on the opposing team? I mean, my God in heaven, what is this? It should be a close game no matter what. That's just the world we live in, Kyle. So let's go over to the notepad once again. Michael Porter Jr., more 32 fantasy points, 1.14 fantasy points per minute, 22% usage rate. So we're going to take him. Listen. The core plays, they've been smashing since I started doing the 2 must plays instead of just giving you a whole bunch. They've been smashing. Draymond Green was the only sell in a couple videos now, but Draymond Green got ejected, so that doesn't even count. If he stayed in, he was soaring over. I promise you that. Now, what's funny is a lot of the faceless Twitter people that are 18 to 22. No, by the way, no hate on the 18 to 22 year olds, guys. I don't mind you guys. Some people that are 18 to 22 are very mature. Okay, I like a lot of them. Wanna stands out. He's a young kid, but I got a lot of respect for him. The key is he has decent parents and he has respect. So the point is a lot of those faceless Twitter kids who don't have the stones to get on YouTube, show their face and try to talk about anything, because the honest truth is they're frauds and their family knows that. So if they ever were online, they'd be like, what are you doing? This isn't the life you live. What are you talking about, Broham? But like I always say, that's not me. I live this life. My family knows it. I'm all over the internet. I couldn't care less. Every bet that I place, every fantasy line that I tell you guys to take, my own coin goes on it. I'm not one of those guys that just comes on here and talks. I do the research. I literally try my best to give you guys W's. And what I ask in return is you hit the like, you subscribe, throw me a comment, post the winning slips on my Twitter. If you want to support me one step further, you come to the Discord, which is what this is right here. And you come in and you smash. This is the winning slips tab. Look at this. All green beans for like 4 or 5 days straight. It's just every app, every sport, NBA, NFL. It's been absolutely insane. I'm telling you guys, okay? The anchors are the key to all of it. You take 2 anchors, you bolt them, anchor them down, you put them in the slips. Okay, that's what you do. And then you take your list of darts, your player, and you sprinkle and mix and match. Your 2-man core slip, that 3X, that crispy 3X, it'll pay for your whole day if you chalk every other slip. If the anchors hit, you will make money, I promise. If they chalk, well then all bets are off and you move on to the next day. That's just how it is. But when the anchors hit, I promise you, it's gonna be Nagasaki in your bankroll. Nuclear, I'm talking quantum physics, buddy. It's just gonna be explosive. I promise you. More green beans, more sweats, more green beans. They're all over the place, okay? So this is the Discord. This is where I post Captain Slips tab. I get a lot of new people joining and they're asking me, where do you post your slips? Buddy, they're right here under this tab for all the sites. This is where 80% of my slips goes. And I'm sorry for those that are already in my Discord or the ones that don't want to join and don't care, but I have to cover this because there's a lot of people that are joining that don't understand where this stuff is. So you go under daily props. After you sync your Discord to my Dub Club, this is going to give you access to the general chat, which is where we all talk, hang out, post our plays, discussion. You can have the individual ones, but here you go. You can go here, click this, bang, NFL Monday night. You click that, it'll take you here. This was my paywall yesterday. Wilson, cash. Kincaid, cash. Josh Allen, he sold. Sutton, cash. Yards, cash. Javonte Williams, cash. Then the most important part of it all, I give you my NFL projections, which are also right here. Screenshot, broken down. Nice. I do it even better for Sundays on the main games. But here's the most important part of it all. We go down here and we go to the live stream. And this is where I do a live stream every single day, Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, it's not always there. But that is where I teach you guys the process, answer your questions, build slips. That is why I charge. I don't care so much about the plays. I mean, I do, but this is why I charge, guys, where the bulk of my time goes. Now, if you want to get involved with the Discord, you go to CaptainCrush.net and you sign up for the Gold Pass. package. It's that simple. I promise you, you will get your initial investment of $25 back. And what's better than that, you'll meet some cool people, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get to learn some things. So now that plug and infomercial's done, I'm sorry I had to do it. I'm tired of getting DMs. I'm not tired of getting DMs. I love to see you guys joining the cord. Let's be real. But what I'm saying is that I just don't like people buying the cord and then not understanding how to use it and get in. So I wanted to make a public service announcement because about 4,000 to 5,000 of you will watch this video, and maybe that clears it up. If you're just skipping through the video for the plays, well, you're already chalked anyways, and God bless you. I don't. So now that we got the cores, I talked about Jokic, okay, his fantasy score. I talked about Aaron Gordon, his fantasy score. You could put all three of these in the same slip if you want to go nuclear, if you want to go crazy brain. That's the path you take, all right? Gordon, Joker, Porter, same slip. I don't recommend this, but I know one of you crazy SOBs is up for the task, so go ahead and do it and let me know how it plays out. And for those of you that do skip through the video, you're not going to know what I'm saying, because I'm telling you right now, somebody's going to put this 4 in like this in a slip and be like, if it sells, which it most likely will, Cap, you told me to take all 3 of those in the same slip. T Pity voice and Arish Locke's voice. You told me to take all 3 of those in the same slip and they sold. They sold, Cap. Wrong. Know your role. Stop skipping through the video. But however, those are in play. Those are solid darts. I'm telling you guys. So now let's move on. The board is limited right now, unfortunately. They're not giving Captain Crush a full toolbox. It is Taco Tuesday. So bang, you go on over here to points, you take that taco. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the weirdest, lamest taco I've ever seen. I like it and I'll take it, but it's still only around a 65% chance to hit. I believe it's like minus 260 or minus 300 to go over 27.5. That ain't the best odds when we've had tacos that are minus 480, fella. And what's minus 480? That means just good odds. I'm not going to explain it in that video. If you want to know more, I have videos about it. But the fact of the matter is this, okay? You take every taco and you just hopefully they hit. I advise taking it in a 5 flex. If you want to take shy with one of these two, I would take it with either or single pair 5 and then one in a 5 flex, and then just wait for better tacos. We're probably going to get better tacos, but this one's okay. I like Shy. I like his PRA. I like his fantasy score for the original line, 51. I'll probably take it, okay? Chet Holmgren, 34 fantasy points, absolutely in play. He's absolutely in play at 34 fantasy points. Even just his points. Paolo Banchero, 38 fantasy score. I hate to admit this, but it's in play. I don't really like it. I'm just going through the board here to give you guys some dart options because they're, again, as you can see, we're not dealing with a full deck of cards here, all right? PrizePicks is holding their cards close to chest. It's unfortunately, I wanted to get this video out early, so what I did was I gave you the core plays. There's Taco Tuesday. If you want the full playlist, get your tail in the cord. You're not going to regret it, I promise you. I got new people in there already telling me that they've made more in this cord than they have anywhere else, and they're happy to be there. At a best, you'll get your 25 back, okay, which is the initial price. You'll get it back. Now, another dart you could take is Jalen Suggs, 12.5 points. He's been hooping lately, but again, he's somebody that's very hit and miss. Luka Doncic, 30.5 points is solid. Again, this board is just, there's just not a lot here. Desmond Bane, you can take a look at that. So with that, I'm pretty much just gonna wrap it up because there's no use in beating a dead horse. I will say this, when Tyrese Maxey comes on the board, they don't have him out yet, but when he comes on the board, you take his fantasy score, you take his points plus assists, or you just take his PRA. They may not give you a fantasy score, okay? They just may not. But on top of that, here's the deal also. You can go to Joel Embiid, 32.5 points, and get in the mix with him. He's in a smash spot. That Philly-Indiana game is going to be a good game. It should be anyways on paper. Guys, listen, don't make PrizePicks the only website you're using. Chalkboard lets you take alternate lines. That means if you have iPhone or you can use your browser, that means you can take players, say Joel Embiid's at 32.5. You can then take him at 30. So you can get a 2-point differential and take more on that. You give up a little equity as far as how much they pay out. So it's called, what it's really called is teasing. It's like basically teasing the line down a little bit, higher or lower. You can also make him go higher if you think he's going to get 35 points and get a more payout. That's the kind of concept that it is. If you're doing a straight bet, it's just called alternate lines, but I consider this a teaser in that regard since we're forced to parlay them anyway. So buy a few points on Chalkboard, so you can take it lower, and that's with every prop. And if you're new to Chalkboard, use promo code CRUSH. My Discord has been crushing over there. I've been crushing over there. I make slips for Sleeper, which you can get good payouts on. Chalkboard, Underdog, Underdog's doing those flash discount promos. Boy, that brought me back to their site. I use them for best ball, but let me tell you, I've been printing using those discounts, just pairing them with one. I made one the other day, a pick 5 right up here, bang, cash. Those have been cashing for me, so I'm on there. And also parlay play, I don't forget about that. They have their slide the line, but the reason I'm telling you guys this too is because you have to line shop. You're not always going to get the best value on PrizePicks, but most of all those sites give you deposit match up to $100 free. So if you deposit 100, they give you 100, and all you have to do is use promo code CRUSH. And where I step in, the middleman, the king, the happiest kid alive, the guy, the man of the people, whatever you want to call me, I give you a free 30 days in my Discord for using my code, because they're my partner. They cover the cost of it. They give it to me back, so I pass the savings on to you, and everybody wins, because I'm confident if I give you a 30-day trial using my code, you'll want to come back. That's my whole business plan. If you get the 30-day free trial, you want to come back, and you'll come back and be a paying customer. That is why I do it. It's a win-win for my partners, for me, and for you. That is what's up. Again, CaptainCrush.net gold package. We're about to go on a run of a lifetime. May not be today because we've been on a heater, but I'm telling you, this NBA season, we are going to smash. So the goal today is to fade the blowouts. Hopefully we don't, and make sure, if you can, you're in my cord. You be there when I give you guys the notice. I'll give you an hour notice notification about the live stream, and you guys better be there, because like I said, this board is dry right now, and we are going to print, and we are going to crush, and we are going to cook. A slip, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking 6 legs, 5 legs, and 2 legs. And we're going to cook it up, and we're going to bake it 450 degrees in the oven. It's going to come out, and it's going to say 25x. Take it to the bank, buddy. I'm calling my shot. Bang, cash it. With that in mind, I bid you adieu. I appreciate you stopping by. If you're new to the channel, listen, slap that like and give me a subscribe. Nobody does it like Captain Crush, I'm telling you. And the only currency that I got in this industry is the winning streak, the wins. As soon as the wins dry up, people start to question. People start to, they start to lose faith. But the fact is, don't lose faith. We're going to win. We're going to lose. That's just part of it. Key to all of it, solid process. If you get a solid process from me, I've done my job. I've earned your subscription. Good luck. And as always, the salute. Let's crush.